Hello, my name is Ian Klein, and welcome to my workshop on the amazing tech tool, Plickers. So Plickers is a fun, quick, and engaging assessment tool that can be used at any grade level or content area. And the best part about it, it's free. By using Plickers, students and teachers can get instant feedback where learning can become more customizable, individualized, and interactive. Within the workshop, I will be covering how Plickers supports learning, the safe, legal, and ethical use of the product and app, accessibility of the technology, and the technical procedures and instructions. Please note that the results and data collected from an actual Plickers lesson is part of your handout and will be a great reference point at the end when examining how the app and website work. Before we get into the details, I want to cover exactly how Plickers works in a classroom setting. The great thing about the tool is that students don't need any form of technology. The teacher is the only one that uses the app from a smartphone or tablet. So from an inclusivity perspective, no one gets left out. Plickers can be used at the beginning, middle, or end of a lesson. It doesn't matter. However, I strongly encourage Plickers to not be your only form of assessment. This should solely be used for formative assessments that help the educator design their lessons around helping students what they need to improve on. Plickers takes little to no prep, which is wonderful with the amount of workload educators carry daily. Once the teachers create their classes in the Plickers website, individual QR codes are assigned to each student as a card, like these here. Each Plicker has a slightly different shape, so the data collected is individualized. Once students have their individualized cards in hand, the teacher will open that app on their phone, which can be displayed on a smartboard as long as the Plickers website is open on a computer. Students then rotate their Plicker cards to answer the question displayed. Each side of the card will display a different answer. So if you look at the ones here in the middle, the one at the top left, their answer would be B because B is facing up. They could also rotate it, like this student here, to display D as their answer, A at the bottom right, and this student also answered B. As you can see, each of these cards are different shapes, so they are assigned to individual students and cannot be mixed up. Now that we understand the functionality, I'm going to explain how it supports learning. But before that, I'd like to show a quick video on how it works. Although there's no sound, the teacher holds their smartphone in front of the class and sweeps through the entire class and gathers the information on the question that teacher asked. So how does Plickers support learning? Well, first of all, I'd like to read this quote. Immediate relevant feedback is one of the most effective ways to facilitate learning. Responsive devices can help teachers provide this type of feedback while collecting data that teachers can use to adjust instruction. As mentioned earlier, Plickers is generally a formative assessment tool or even just a discussion starter. Students are assigned personal cards that can be used throughout a school year. When I talk about instant feedback, it's obvious how quickly a teacher can get answers to a simple question. This allows for quick interventions that concentrate on what the learner needs to improve on. When we talk about equity, like I mentioned earlier, the tool does not require students to have a device, so everyone is on an even playing field. Students are certainly engaged because the data collected from each student is practically required, and they are responding with an actual tool aside from a typical conversation where the same students respond to questions every single time. And finally, this tool creates empowered students. By giving students a chance to succeed, along with the opportunity it gives teachers to identify areas of improvement, students can become empowered through this unique form of engagement.